That was not a great way for the Red Sox to end a homestand, and I think it boils down really to one reason. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red Sea Radio. My name is Corbin, and thank you very much for clicking on this video. Yeah, the Boston Red Sox just lost another series to the Seattle Mariners, losing 2 out of 3 games at Fenway Park. That officially puts them back at 14-13 on the season. That is good for second place in the division still, as well as just 2 games out of first, and right in the hunt for a wild card spot. And I think there are a lot of reasons why Red Sox fans aren't entirely pumped with this series from the Mariners, but in my opinion, there's one thing that really stands out above the rest. And look, you know, it feels like an uber negative video here, but this series in general really wasn't a miserable, terrible series, right? The Toronto Blue Jays series, where it just felt like nothing was going right for the Red Sox, that was a really miserable series, or when they lost to the White Sox in just terrible fashion. This one, it was just sort of, you got outplayed a bit, right? You got outplayed a bit, and there are good things that you can point to. I think Brayan Bello coming back, and yeah, he labored a bit, but he still gave you 5 innings, only 1 earned run on the mound, right? If that start had been back on March 27th or 29th or whatever, I think we would have been happy with it, but because it's mid-April, I think people are a little bit upset. I didn't mind that Brayan Bello start. I thought there were big positives on the offensive side of things, seeing Triston Casas come to life a bit, right? 2 home runs in this series, 6 RBIs. That's the Triston Casas we know and love. Hopefully, this is the start of him trying to put it together here, because what we're talking about in a second, he's definitely a big part of. Somehow, Alex Bregman is Barry Bonds at Fenway. I mean, it is ridiculous. We knew he was going to absolutely destroy at Fenway Park. I don't think any of us thought he was going to be this good at Fenway Park, because right now in this series, Alex Bregman had 4 doubles, 5 RBIs, and a home run in this series. I mean, this dude's just on another planet right now, right? We all assumed, again, he would love Fenway Park, but to be hitting 57% better than your average player in Major League Baseball is really, really good start for Alex Bregman. I mean, you look at both of those things, you're like, okay, there are positives to take away with this offense, but there were also a lot of reasons why the Red Sox lost this series, right? I think people are pointing to a bunch of different things. You've got the fact that Sean Newcomb is still starting games for the Red Sox when you have Hunter Dobbins kind of lined up with his starts enough where it would make sense to call him up. Sean Newcomb ended up going, 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 4 earned runs. It was a whole bunch of hits. It was a bunch of strikeouts as well, though. You sit there and you're like, well, if Dobbins was in there, would the game have gone a little bit differently? You come into the finale and you rely on your ace, who just simply didn't look like an ace on the mound in this series, right? And that's going to happen. I don't want to see anyone be like, well, I can't believe they traded for this guy and then extended him. What a waste, right? It was one bad start. He's not going to be able to give you 7 innings, 0 earned runs every single time he's on the mound. It's just simply not going to happen. It was just really unfortunate timing. Hopefully there's things he figured out that he can work on. You can point to the bullpen, right? We've talked about the bullpen a whole bunch. You can always point to the fielding, because the Red Sox haven't gone a single series this season without making an error. But to me, this is the one thing that stands out in particular, and it's the fact that the Red Sox can't hit a fastball. Now, I'm not taking credit for this. A lot of people have talked about this before, but this series in particular, this season, really, in my opinion, I think exposed the Red Sox inability to hit velocity in a really big way, sort of on the main stage, right? Mariners did something that was just, Rafael Devers saw like 3 breaking balls the entire series. He didn't have a single hit, right? The Red Sox have struggled the entire year against fastballs. This series really highlighted it. I honestly think it was a big reason why the Red Sox couldn't win this one. Maybe not the only reason, but in my opinion, the biggest. And it's been one of the bigger reasons why we've seen this offense look so inconsistent this year. It's a big reason why the Red Sox simply can't get their footing in and be a consistent baseball team. If you can't hit fastball stuff, you're not going to be a good offense. It's just as simple as that. And what am I talking about? Well, specifically, I'm talking about really any pitch, but we're talking about fastballs in general here, sinkers, cutters, 4 seams, all of those above 95 miles an hour. The Red Sox are the worst team in baseball at hitting them. Right now, they are hitting just 175 on pitches over 95 miles an hour. That is second worst in MLB, behind only the Chicago White Sox. They have a 280 on base percentage. That's fourth in the league. A 310 slug, which is fifth worst, folks. And that is just a 590 OPS, a top 3 worst OPS in baseball against pitches over 95 miles an hour. But what's more alarming, outside of just the fact that they are top 5 in every single category in the worst way possible against high velocity stuff, is the rate at which the Red Sox are missing them. They're striking out on fastballs that speed or higher 30% of the time. That is by far the top of the league in baseball. Their whiff percentage, meaning how many times they swing and miss at fastballs 95 miles an hour or more, is 29.6. Again, that is well below league average when it comes to swing and miss. It is well above the next worst team when it comes to swing and miss against fastballs 96 miles an hour and higher. And it is flat out ruining these series. What's really been a problem here is that it's not just like the bottom of the order, right? It's not Carlos Narvaez, Ceddanne Rafaela, and David Hamilton who are missing these pitches, right? It would still be a problem, and those guys are definitely still missing pitches, but it's your big names. Rafael Devers this season is hitting just 179 with a 320 slug. That is not only the worst in Major League Baseball by a pretty large margin. That's just simply not going to work, is it? He's 4 for 44 on high velocity this year. That is way more than any other player in Major League Baseball. You're talking about a guy in Rafael Devers who is a generational hitter who right now can't hit a fastball. That's a problem, right? And it's a problem for a couple of different reasons. One, he's the top of your order, right? He is the heart of this Red Sox offense. It's not a coincidence that when Rafael Devers is hitting again, this team is winning, right? Rafael Devers starts the year super cold, historically cold, ends up getting hot. That's when the Red Sox start winning games. He gets cold again, and all of a sudden the Red Sox are losing series, right? That's just simply how it goes with Rafael Devers. But it's not just him, right? Duran has struggled this year, although I hate putting him into this bucket because he also had an 11-game hit streak that he's on right now, right? He's been doing well, but in general this season, he struggled against speed. Casas has had real problems against it as well, although he looked better in this series. Story, his good start kind of masked his issues with velocity. He can't really hit anything over 95 miles an hour. So why does this keep ruining series? Well, one, it explains a lot, right? It explains the high strikeout rate the Red Sox have right now. It explains their inability to score with runners in scoring position to a pretty strong degree, right? If you're a pitcher in Major League Baseball right now and you're in a tricky situation with the Red Sox, let's say it's runners on second and third, 2 outs, and you got to get back into that dugout, what are you going to, right? It's probably not sliders or a changeup, which the Red Sox hit pretty well. You're probably going to your best stuff. And how many pitchers in Major League Baseball could throw a ball 95 miles an hour or faster? I would venture to guess a whole lot of them, right? There's very few people in Major League Baseball who have made a career throwing 90, 91 miles an hour. Most of them are at least in the mid-90s. If you have a high velocity fastball right now, all you got to do is rely on it. Outside of Alex Bregman, who's absolutely crushing. He's one of the best fastball hitters in baseball right now. As long as you're not facing Bregman, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get out of that inning, right? What it does is create a game plan for opposing teams. It's quite literally allowing teams to go, okay, use your off-speed stuff, keep them guessing, but you get into a tricky situation, all you have to do is rely on a fastball, and you are going to get out of it. And it's just, you cannot be a team that can't hit a fastball at the Major League level. You can't do it, right? You can't do it. And to me, that's the biggest problem with the Red Sox right now. It's the reason they're losing games. It has to be, right? Because you look at it and you say, okay, Crochet, yeah, whatever, right? That's not going to happen every single time. Newcomb, whatever, right? You're going to be able to fix that either with Dobbins or Giolito or Crawford or Fitz, right? You've got options there to figure that out. Your bullpen, same thing. Right, you've already made a couple of changes. You got Hendricks back here instead of Kelly. You got Luis Guerrero instead of Josh Winkowski. You can keep shuffling that around, baby. You've got a ton of guys with options in there. The defense has been an issue. Defense has been an issue and definitely something that they need to fix. But, right, how are you supposed to fix overnight a team that just can't hit velocity? How are you supposed to do that? That's my biggest question here. If you can't handle velocity on Tuesday, what makes it so that 1 through 9 outside of Bregman can handle velocity on Wednesday? That's my biggest issue with this, is because it's not an easy solution. It's not a simple fix. The Red Sox have a big issue here. You got to be able to hit velocity. So, yes, there were positives to take out of this. Yes, there were many reasons why you could have pointed to the Red Sox losing this series. But in my opinion, velocity tops them all. Their inability to hit it specifically tops them all. Just my opinion, though. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? What do you think about this latest Red Sox series? And what do you think is the problem/solution to this Red Sox team? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video as well. It just simply helps out a ton. It's the best way to let me know you're enjoying the content. Don't forget, if you guys want to listen instead of watch these episodes, all you got to do is head over to your favorite podcasting app and look up Red Sea Radio. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one, and I will see you in the Red Seats.